Morning, everybody. Just got out here around 6:30 in the morning. We're gonna do a little bush hogging today. Just gotta do a little bit at a time. All we got's a 5-foot bush hog, and we got about 40 acres of grass we gotta cut. And it does it. It just takes a long time. Kelly come up here the other day and finished half of this north side here. Here's what she got done the other day. She got about half of this north side done. I got the other half down there. It's a little rougher than this one. It'll be a little slower go unless I feel froggy. North side is officially done. We're gonna venture off here in the woods, somewhere y'all haven't really got to see yet, and take a trail camera. Early spring, we ran a fire through here. It probably hadn't had a fire run through it in 30 some odd years at least. It was pretty much, you just couldn't, and there wasn't no green in here, man, except for the trees. All this was not here. It was just barren. After we run the fire through there and got rid of all that leaf litter, and then we started dropping some cedar. We still got a lot of cedar to go. This is about a 32-acre block of timber. It's our largest piece that we have. There is still undesirables in here. They come in off 4-wheelers and everything, since our fields have a lot of it. But there's a lot of ragweed, and there's lespedeza. We got to get rid of that. There's fireweed in here. There's passion fruit. Don't know if y'all have ever seen that before. One growing right there. It's a vine that grows. It's usually around creek banks is where I usually see it, but this place went from a biological desert, as Dr. Grant Woods likes to say, to a buffet. Deer can live in here, and other than to go get water at the creek, which joins the woods here on one side, they don't even have to leave. You can see the cedars that we fell. We're going to give them about 2 years of drying before we run a fire through here. You want them to where you can go to the limb, and I'll show you right up here on this cedar. It's not dry enough yet, I'm pretty sure. Probably going to startle me and prove me wrong. But you should be able to slap the limb on it, and the needles just fall off when it's dry enough. And this right here, see, they didn't fall off. It's still got a lot of moisture in there. You burn it, you're going to burn them needles up, but that skeleton is just still going to be there, which ain't a bad thing. It's not very pretty, but it makes little areas for native grasses and wildflowers that would naturally grow here to keep from getting grazed on so heavy. so you can kind of see what you got. And I've jumped several fawns in here this year, just laying in these cedar tops that we fell. And that sunlight coming all in here, that's just from dropping cedar. We haven't even done hack and squirt in here yet, which we're going to bring in the hack and squirt and get rid of hickory. And hack and squirt is the process of taking a hatchet or another sharp object and striking the base of the tree at about chest level, and then squirting herbicide in with a squirt bottle. And yeah, you can see right here where the canopy starts getting heavier. I mean, look at the difference. Sunlight. Sunlight is everything. You don't have to have fields to create habitat. You know, you can use your woods. You just got to do it right. And cutting your timber is not a bad thing. You just do select and don't do high grade. You know, get with a forester. Your state probably provides a forester to you, come out to your land and help you manage for your objective for free. Take advantage of that. Your taxes pay for it. Use it. All this fireweed. Look at that stuff. That stuff's like 10 foot tall. Last year, we had a deer stand right here. And we killed a deer the first 3 times we hunted it. Right here at this intersection. And it's kind of looking like that's going to happen again. This trail camera's tore up all the time. Right here's the south line, woods. Trail camera. Let's see what we got on here. "74 pictures. Turn that off. I ain't got a card to go back in it, but I'll take that card home. And that's what the woods used to look like before we went there. I mean, they were identical, the woods were. And then you get over here. If you were a deer, where are you going to be? I mean, be honest. I planted clover up here on this road. And it's got some trash and stuff in it, but clover's coming in all right. I need to come back in, re-sow it. At the very least, I'm going to frost seed it here right before spring. But this ain't necessarily a stump sprout, but how many people have you heard deer don't eat poke? Deer don't eat poke. What happened? Where'd all them ends go? It's because deer been browsing on it. That's natural for them to eat that kind of stuff. You know, all the little ends have been nipped off of this. I don't even know what that is, but they're eating it. You know, a deer's a browser. A deer's gonna come through here and he's gonna eat the best and he's gonna leave the rest. They're not gonna sit there and eat it all down to the ground. If a deer's gonna eat the best quality food that he has available. So if you see just here and there, ever so often, a little nibble on stuff like that, just the ends, that's a good sign. That means they got plenty of food. Right now, the deer have plenty of food in here. You know, this right here's a ragweed, and they're nipping on the ragweed. You know, that's, you know, right there you can see where they've ate a little bit this year off ragweed. Ragweed's excellent browse for deer at certain times of the year. I mean, it's getting a little woody right now. That's some older browse, but at a certain time of the year, ragweed is one of the greatest foods a deer could eat. If you allow a deer to have the food that he naturally should have, and the population is not too high, you will have better quality deer. Thanks everybody for watching this video. We've put a lot of work and effort into this property so far, even though we've only owned it for a little over a year. And every view we get from y'all, we appreciate, and all the support.